Well, hello there, everyone. My name is John Grantham. I'm your cruise director.
And I'm George, your activities manager.
And we are here in Broadcast Central, where all of these are produced every single day to kind of give you a heads up on some of the things that you might want to see and do around the ship. There's really three good sources of information in this very short 6-night cruise. Of course, we've already got one night under our belt. There's this channel, which runs, at least with us, from midnight until noon. So a lot of guests say they like to wake up in the morning before they even get out of bed, turn on channel 1, and we'll kind of give you an idea of some of the things. There's this QR code above my shoulder, and if you are to scan that with your phones throughout the broadcast, that will give you a digital compass on your phone. And the compass itself, it gives you the hours in which everything opens and closes. It gives you some helpful information, directions on where things are, like the medical center, if you should hopefully not need that. And then there's also your Royal app. And the Royal app is probably the best source of
my favorite.
It just does all the work for you, because you can either push the button for, say, just dining or entertainment or activities. You can do all. You can scroll up and down, and if you find something you like, you can get more information about it and make it a favorite, which is great, because then if you do that the night before, you wake up in the morning, you go, okay, what did I want to do today? Because we have so many things planned for you. There's a very good chance something will have come and gone before you realize, I wish I had remembered to do that. So let's give you a little heads up on some of the things you might want to do today. First of all, one of the very first things we do on any cruise here, on this ship in particular, is a tribute or a get-together, if you will, for our veterans. Now, you do not necessarily have to be a veteran of the Anzac Nation. You can be from anywhere in the world. If you have served your country or continue to serve your country, we would just like to have a chance to give a little tip of the hat and recognize all of you for your hard work and your dedication, because without our veterans, we probably wouldn't be on these beautiful cruises. So
no, that's true. I totally agree. Coming from a former communist country, I know what the fight for freedom is. So we definitely respect that. It's a special moment.
Well said. And that's at 11 o'clock today, and that will be in the 270 theater. You might not even have found the 270 theater yet. It's all the way in the back of the ship, and it is on deck 5. You enter on deck 5, and then there's an upper deck above that. It's next to the, appropriately enough, the 270 Cafe, which is a good place for some nice healthy breakfast and lunch choices, very close to Park West.
Juice, coffee, you name it, everything is there. You can spend hours there, guys.
And you can grab something. A lot of times guests will grab something there and then come into see our veterans get together.
Here we go.
Speaking of, as we move on from the veterans, but as far as the location, it's also located right next to our Voom, which is our internet one-stop shop. So for those of you that want to stay in touch with friends or family back home while you're on the ship, if you'd like to know a little bit more about the packages that are available for you and your family and friends, just stop by our Voom, VOOM.
Voom.
Voom. There you go.
The fastest internet at speed.
It's startling. It's startling.
Yeah.
We just got it last year. It's very, very great. It's you can stream movies with it, which we were not usually able to do in the past. So that's Voom, and that's right next to, before you go into the 270 theater. I know you like this one because you kind of head up this particular
I
event.
do like this next activity. Ladies and gentlemen, is an all cruise long activity. So you can rush it, but not really. You can take your time. It's called the Ultimate Search for Nations, the Scavenger Hunt. So what you do at 11:30 in the Schooner Bar, we're gonna have one of our entertainment activity staff giving you a paper with not all of the nationalities, but most of the nationalities here on board, crew members. So you have to look for them, get their signature, and also there are some of the senior officers on the back, and you're gonna have to look for a password. I know already what my password is, but of course I'm not gonna say it.
No, don't say it here, because that defeats the purpose.
So the idea is to go around, meet as many crew members as possible from different nationalities. It's just horizon opening.
And the crew love it. The crew, because it gives us a chance to kind of meet you and vice versa. And I think we have over 70, about 60 to 70 different nationalities are represented by our crew alone. And then we have, I think you get some bonus points if you find myself and George. And usually the activities and entertainment team you can see any of the trivias, any of the karaoke things like that. So we're a little easier. But although they are not on the list, our very senior staff, like your hotel director, the captain, the master of the vessel, your chief engineer, your staff captain, if you're able to find them without going onto the bridge and bugging them while they're working,
stalking them,
yes, you get bonus points. And usually the captain will tell you how many bonus points he's going to give you. All right, so but that is a lot of fun. And,
it is, yeah.
but
People absolutely love
they've
it.
only got really now 5 days to do it.
Okay, I take it back. You have to rush.
You do have to rush. Okay. Now here's something that normally you would think of as an evening activity on the ship, but a few cruises ago, we thought it was a 9-day cruise, and we thought, well, why don't we try this in the afternoon? And it's karaoke.
It's the first time on all my years that we're doing it in the at noon, actually, in the music hall. Karaoke. It's open mic. It's for everyone. It's 1 hour. Okay. Come up a little bit earlier if you can to sign up, but it's a lot of fun, guys.
It's great for the families, which is really why we've moved these into the afternoon. So if we have time, we'll put a few more in. Of course, we do have our evening karaoke. We had our first one last night, actually, in the music hall. So that's noon today, of course, for family karaoke. Speaking of music, I would like to extend a personal invitation for all of you music aficionados to meet me today at 12:30 back in the 270 Theater for what I call the world's hardest 60s music trivia. If you think you know your rock and pop from the 1960s, come and match wits with me. To give you an example of what's in store, I think I'm going to play 8 or 9 songs, but for each song I play, I will have you give me multiple answers, not multiple choice, multiple answers.
It is the hardest trivia.
Well, it is the hardest.
So, yeah.
And so what I might ask you is to give me the name of the song, give me the name of the group, and tell me what was on the B-side of the single.
What do you mean? What's a B-side? What do you mean?
You're not that young. So, yeah, that's, on the old 45 to 7 inches, the A side is the hit side, and the B side is just kind of the throwaway side in many cases. So, put on your thinking caps and then come match wits with me. It is a lot of fun, and really, it's just I pull the curtain back on the songs and the groups that you think you know by heart.
You delve into it.
Oh, it's a deep dive.
Okay.
We're going down the rabbit hole.
Well, I'm inviting everyone that's at the poolside, or if you went somewhere else and you want to join me, of course, I'll be more than happy to entertain you, because today at 1 p.m., ladies, especially ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be hosting. I'm pretty dramatic right now.
Yeah, you are. I wish we had some appropriate dramatic music.
Pum, 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 pum. The world's sexiest men competition.
Excuse me. What time is that?
At 1 p.m.
And my trip is at 12:30. That's a little bit of a problem. I'm not going to have time to go for my trivia to compete in the world's sexiest man.
Oh, I'm in trouble right now.
All right.
Okay,
I'll sit this one out and give the guest a shot at it.
Okay.
It's tough winning every single cruise.
But I'll tell you, it's one of my favorite things to host. It's hilarious, and yeah, sign up for it. I'll be there 15 minutes before.
And ladies, if you really want to score big points on this cruise, sign your significant other up. You don't even have to tell them, so that when their numbers, it will make such an impression upon them.
And he is the sexiest man in the world for you anyway, so
we would hope so. All right. We also have there's really only 2 things that you are required by maritime law to do on a cruise ship. One was check in with your assembly station yesterday, so that you know where to go if you ever need to go there, and the other is to play bingo.
I didn't know where you're going.
I saw that look on your face. It's like, what did you forget to do? Yes, if you want to win some cash, today is your first opportunity to do that.
Today in 270, ladies and gents, and boys and girls, because kids are allowed to play when mom and dad are right over there in the lounge, and kids absolutely love it. We start with the card sales at 2 o'clock in 270, and 3 p.m. the game starts. We'll be playing 4 games for cash prizes. Stoyan and the bingo game, they're gonna splash the cash. And guess what? The payouts are in American dollars. And we have also a jackpot. So
And
money to be won.
And as it goes on, if nobody wins that session, that money rolls over. So it's conceivable that by the end of the cruise, now again, this is a shorter cruise, but we've had some cruises this season that have been over $5,000.
Fingers crossed it's going to be the same.
And you bring up a good point. The payout is in U.S. dollars. Now, of course, you're also buying your tickets in
In
U.S.
the end,
dollars.
everything is in US dollars on board if you
But,
think about it.
yeah, but you can do the conversion. But the good news is, let's say you buy one ticket in the U.S. dollars and you win the payout. Well, that's a huge
That's
investment
not
on your
a
money.
bad day, you know.
No, not at all. So we'd love to see you there for that. Also, we've got some stuff happening this afternoon, kind of before the dinner time gets started. We've got some name that tunes, but we also have our shows tonight. So before we get to our shows around the theater, I think it's only fair to let you know that when we get into Sydney for the first day and the overnight, and then the better part of the next day before we leave, all of our service and revenue partners must, by local ordinances, close down. The only thing that can remain open is the Vitality Spa upstairs. So if you'd like to learn more about that, head on up. So today, being our first full day at sea, would be a good opportunity for those of you that are old enough to tempt Lady Luck to go by our casino and learn a little bit about that. So to tell you about some of your gaming options, let's throw it over to our Casino Royale.
Hi everyone, I'm Alex, your casino host, and I'm here to tell you some of the things that's happening in the casino this cruise. First, we would like to encourage everyone to use your SeaPass card every time you play the slot machine or table games to earn points in the casino. With your points, you could earn free play, future cruise discount, or a free cruise for two. Also, we offer free gaming lessons, so if you would like to learn how to play blackjack, roulette, Texas Hold'em, and more, we also have a lot of slot machines with different denominations. If you would like to learn how to play these games, please let us know. We are located on deck number 3, and we have a lot of promotions, nightly draws happening this cruise where you can win free play and onboard credit. Also, we have tournaments, poker tournament, slot tournament, and blackjack tournament happening on sea days. Please check your daily compass or Royal app for all the events and promotions that we have for you this cruise. Once again, I'm Alex, your casino host, and I'll see you all in the casino. Thank you.
I feel luckier already. Do you play if you're not on the ship?
Not really. Only blackjack, poker, craps, slot machines. I'm not a big gambler, but I love the atmosphere in a casino.
Yeah.
I went once in Melbourne, which is considered the casino Melbourne, the second largest casino in the world. And it was so big I got lost. The people from Melbourne can testify.
Really?
Yeah.
Who knew? I would never have known that. I would never. So.
Me neither.
All right. Well, tonight, ladies and gentlemen, is a big night in the Royal Theater. We have 2 theaters here. We have the Royal Theater. That's our large theater, the front of the ship on decks 4 and 5, and then of course we have our 270 theater, and that's located in the back of the ship on deck 5 and then 6. Tonight it is a wonderful production show with our cast, and it is called Sonic Odyssey. It's going to be at 7:30 and 9:30. I cannot stress enough. Do not miss this show, ladies and gentlemen. It is absolutely terrific. It will wash over you like a beautiful dream. It is so unique in that it features an instrument called the Earthhawk, of which there are only 2 in the world. We have one of them, and the guy that invented it has the other. So please come and join us tonight, 7:30 and 9:30.
It's an experience, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You do not want to miss it.
You don't want to miss it. Please don't miss it.
It's great. It is truly, when we say great for the whole family, it is great for the whole family. And it is not unusual for guests to see the early show and then come right back for the late show.
Awesome. Can't wait for it.
And then I'll run back to the 270 theater in between those 2
You're
shows.
very, very busy tomorrow.
At 8:30, it is the 270 experience, in which we kind of show you the inner workings of the technology that's involved in a lot of these shows that we do. So particularly the Star Water show. So this is another good reason to find out where the 270 theater is. And again, that's in between the shows at 8:30.
Wow, what a night. And it's not over because and right after your talk, right?
Yep.
If in the 270 we have the, if you know it, dancing.
Yes.
Okay. 9:15 and 2:70. We're just gonna warm you up for it, okay? Because
All right. We gotta go. We gotta. So it's a busy night, and then you finish up at 10:15.
at
Right?
10:15, ladies and gentlemen, we have one of the biggest parties of the cruise. You gotta join us. It's called Virtual Fireworks Dance Party in 270. Myself and the entertainment activity staff, we're gonna be there, pumping up the crowd. So please come and join us.
So start early, finish late. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. I'm your cruise director, John,
And I'm George, your activities manager.
and we'll see you around the ship. Bye bye.